In this video, I'll go over the basic steps of statistical analysis using SPSS. It is assumed that you have launched SPSS and opened a data file. The first step is to select the statistical procedure you want to run. Then you choose the variables of interest and then run the procedure. This is the data file in Data View. You can tell whether you're in Data View or Variable View by looking at which box is highlighted at the bottom of the file. Note that there is a banner at the top of the file. This is where you will find procedure options. Most of the time, you'll choose either Analyze or Graphs. There are many options available in the Analyze drop-down menu, but you will only be using descriptive statistics, compare means, and correlate. If you click on Descriptive Statistics, another menu opens. These are the only descriptive procedures you will be using. Please refer to the procedural videos for information on how to run each of these procedures. Compare Means also provides a menu of options. You will be using all of these procedures at some point in the course. Specific information on each of these is provided in other videos. From the Correlate menu, the only procedure you will be using is bivariate. Here are the options from the Graphs menu. There are several ways to create the same graph, but Legacy Dialogues is probably the easiest way and the one I provide instructions for in the labs. Here are the options under Legacy Dialogues. The most common graphs you are likely to request here are scatter plots and histograms, but you can also get pie charts and bar graphs from this menu. Let's run an analysis using frequencies. I go back to the Analyze menu and select Descriptive Statistics, and from that menu I select Frequencies. This brings us to the second step, choosing the variables and running the analysis. When I select Frequencies, a new window opens. All the variables in the file are listed in the column to the left, with value labels if there are any. I click on a variable to select it, then click on this arrow to move it into the list of variables to be included in the procedure. The variable degree no longer appears in the list on the left because it has been selected. Notice that the arrow changed directions. If you decide that you don't want to include this variable, just click on the arrow while the variable is selected and it will go back to the list on the left. If I click on another variable, the arrow will reverse direction and allow me to add it to the procedure list. Variable selection windows for other procedures may look somewhat different than this, but the process for selecting variables is always the same. The default setting in Frequencies is to display a frequency table. I want a frequency table, so I leave it checked. I also want a chart, so I click here to open a window of chart options. I would like a bar chart, so I click on Bar and then click Continue. This takes me back to the original Frequencies window. All I want is a frequency table and bar chart, so I hit OK. The analysis will run and the results will appear in an output window. In part 3 of this series, I'll show you how to edit output and save and export the results.